And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite weekly sports show. That's right, it is ITC Sportsball. And I am, of course, your man, Jerome, spanning the prettiest man on ITC, baby. Don't ever forget it. That's right, that's right. And of course, we are here with the regular Sportsball crew. We have got that number one hot take spitter, the man who rips like Dylon spits. He flows within the ring like Holly. He is that man.
Hey, you know it's your boy Mase, ready to come back with the hot takes.
Ooh, baby. And of course, we have ITC's number one resident troll. He's here today with the hero shirt on to let all of y'all know he is your hero.
Jeffrey
He
Davis
is that man. He is that man. Darrell.
Wake up with violence. That's what we do. Wake up with violence.
I like it. I like it. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. And of course, we have to start right away with the NBA Finals, where after last night's game, the series is now 2-2. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is going roughly about how the show has predicted so far. So we have to start here with Darrell, since he's been on such a hot streak with all these playoff picks. Darrell, how are you feeling about your pick of Golden State in 7?
Confident, because screw all you delusional Boston fans. You ain't going to win. There's no heart in that team.
Smoke is coming.
All I'm going to say is this. Y'all were so close of just making it 3-1. But y'all just like wanted to be ice skaters. You wanted to slide over the freaking floor. You had to get the towel people to keep on wiping it up and everything. Like, y'all, nah. Warriors, I don't care. Steph's going to have an injury. It's going to bound to happen. I say injuries for a reason. And
well, technically, didn't he already have that, though?
Nah, he got that from game.
That's what I'm saying, though. He already got his injury.
Game 3.
He's good now.
He got that from game 3. It's still a thing. They wanted to fall over his leg and shit. I seen that shit. That's bullshit. They wanted to, let me just fall on your leg right quick, try to get the ball. Nah. They could have won that game too, but it is what it is. But yeah, delusional Boston fans. It's gonna end in 7. That's all I'm gonna say. 2 more games.
Mase, how you feeling about the Golden State Warriors' chances now after those last couple of games? Because I know when we were here last week, you did commit a very big sin as a Laker fan and decided to actually pick Boston to win the series. So, Mase, are you feeling a little bit different now? Are you about to change your pick? You about to flip-flop?
No, I'm still gonna go with Boston, and here's why though. Because for Golden State to win, 2 things got to happen. Steph has to be the best player on the court, and Boston has to have a breakdown in one quarter. Like they have to just like blow a quarter. Those 2 things have to happen, because the rest of the cast around Steph has not played well. Clay gets hot for a quarter, maybe. Draymond is playing like cheeks right now. This man got pulled in the 4th quarter.
That was the best decision ever. That was the best.
I mean, it's pretty much Steph is carrying that team on his back right now. And like I said, there's multiple things have to go wrong on Boston's end for the Golden State to have a chance in the series, because if you look at that game, that Boston shitted away the last half of that 4th quarter. I mean, I think they went into maybe at the 7-minute mark or the 5-minute mark, somewhere around there. They had like a 5-point lead, and then Golden State or Steph really just went on like a 13-4 run or something on the lines of that. So, I mean, more things have to go wrong for Golden State to be successful than Boston, because pretty much as long as Boston doesn't, as long as they don't shit away a quarter or a half a quarter, anything of that nature, they have more ammo to play well than Golden State does. So I still think Boston's going to win overall. But as long as they don't have a meltdown, I think they're.
But isn't it fair to say that Boston is a team that has a proclivity to meltdown? We have seen them do it in this playoffs in previous rounds here. We've seen they like to shit away games that they should win. So isn't it fair to question whether that is just who this team is at this point?
I think it's fair to say it. It's just that it has to happen earlier in games. Because if you look back at the Milwaukee series and Miami, it was first half meltdowns that they would have. The second half meltdowns, you can't have that versus Steph who can be cold for X amount of quarters and all of a sudden drop 20 on you in a quarter, no problem. Or even Clay. Let's not act like Clay is not an excellent shooter. It's just that my man's only played 30 games or so this year, 30 or 40 games so this year. So he doesn't have the court. He doesn't have the court. What's the word I'm looking for? Confidence right now because he hasn't played that much.
That's fair. I will have to say this is the first time that I think Steph Curry is having a true understanding what it's been like for LeBron James at times when he's went up against that team when they had Kevin Durant, because the Warriors right now are Steph has to put us on his back or we probably gonna lose. We can't trust these other guys. Poole played good for most of the playoffs, but it's seeming like that's kind of fallen to pieces against a team that we could probably consider the best defensive team in basketball this year in Boston, right? So that's fallen by the wayside. Like you said, Draymond, we've been calling him Draymond out all playoffs. Draymond has been awful all playoffs long. So all of that coming in now, and the fact that you can't play Looney and Draymond together at this point, because if you do that, now you have two people on your team that are no good offensively, can't shoot, can't space the floor. So they're really in a handicapped spot. They have to keep playing this small lineup, but the problem with playing that small lineup is when Boston isn't losing their minds, when they're not deciding to throw games away, they kill that small lineup. They destroy them. So
I think another thing that has to happen for Boston is Tatum's has to, I understand he plays a team sort of ball. Like he's not trying to diminish his the other players on the court. He doesn't play in an effort to diminish them, but I think he's gonna have to take the ball out of their hands and become
don't say that
primary playmaker, not necessarily the scorer.
Don't say that. He got that Kobe in him. Where there's not a shot that he hasn't seen. There's not a shot that he has seen that he don't like. Don't say that. He got that Kobe shit in him where he will take horrible shots. You know this.
He needs to be the playmaker because Golden State can't put anybody on him to keep him from seeing the court. I allow him to initiate the offense is basically where I'm going with this, because having him started off in the corner or whatnot to catch the screen and catch the ball, I'm not gonna say that's not efficient offense, but I think he's better suited to initiate the offense and make the plays as opposed to Marcus Smart or Jaylen Brown.
So I'm not going to say you're wrong, but if you look at what Boston's been doing, Boston has been saying, hey, this is how we're going to set up Steph Curry is getting attacked every time down the floor. If you look, there was, I think it was 4 or 5 possessions in a row where they went at Steph Curry in game 3. Just went at him. They was like, nah, dog, we don't even care who you guard. That person's getting the ball and they about to cook your ass. They will cook you. And there's nothing that Golden State can do about that, because when you can't play Looney, you can't support Steph in the way that you want. And you can't play Looney because what's going to happen to your offense? Your offense is going to go to shit. And it's not been great as it is, right? Like we said, Steph's been over here. Hey, boys, I'm on my Luke Skywalker. Get in the backpack, Yoda. I got you. Let's go. You know, so at this point, my pick in Golden State, I'm a little bit questionable on it, but I'm gonna ride with it because maybe Steph Curry just decides to blank out for the next couple of games and just loses his mind and goes for like 52 games in a row.
Pretty much the only person that's been riding these playoff picks is Darrell. So I mean, going with Golden State because he picked him. I feel you. I'm not mad at it. I feel you because we've been wrong.
Oh boy,
I've been sounding like a jackass this entire playoffs, but I think this is the time where it's going to change. This is it.
Look, I'm just glad we haven't hit the point yet where Freezing Cold Takes pays attention to what we say. Because god damn, they would be killing us right now. They'd be taking our clips and be like, "Yo, look at what these fools said." And I'd be looking like an asshole every week, and I'd be telling them, "Hey, I'm gonna still have confidence in all my picks." So all of them plain out and simple. But I will say this. If the Warriors continue to only need Steph Curry like to play at that level that he's played in all their victories so far, I'm leaning towards you what you're saying, Mase, which is that you think Boston has just got more in place and they don't have to rely on the other guys so much. So I think that may end up costing Golden State. But again, I'm going to ride with Golden State. But that means Steph Curry, my boy, I'm going to need you to just look, Super Saiyan, whatever, dog, whatever level you want to go to, whatever one that is in your mind, I need you to do that. Like maybe you a Naruto fan, so I need you to go Sage of the Six Pass, Steph Curry right now and just go bananas. Because I can't keep looking like an asshole right here. That'll be a long off season, okay? A real long off season. Especially at the rate we've been wrong, Mase. Golly, nigga, people gonna be talking shit all off season. Get it right, Warriors. Draymond, learn how to fucking score. Golly.
Yo, man, you seen how all these old schools been cooking this man?
Because Draymond be talking so fucking flagrant. He be out here, if I was playing in the 90s or the 80s, I could be balling. I'd be averaging 20 points. No, Draymond. No, you wouldn't because you can't score. That's not your game, Draymond. And in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, they would have touched your ass up because you can't go and dunk on nobody. That's never been your game. So please stop it. You'd have just been, what is his name? I'm trying to think of his name. He played for Dallas, Cleveland. He is a power forward. You know who I'm talking about. You see him in your head too, don't you? He be just like him. What is his damn name? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I can't remember. But yes, Draymond, you just be another dude. Okay, so stop. And on top of that, let me ask y'all something. I'm of the belief that Draymond Green is not a Hall of Famer. Okay, he is the Warriors better retire his jersey the year after he retired type of guy, right? They better put his numbers in the rafter, retire it so nobody else can play it, maybe put a statue for him and stuff there. Cool. But he sure as hell ain't a Hall of Famer. So I have to ask, Darrell, do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
You want a real answer?
Yeah. Whatever answer you want to give, give me your answer.
Well, this is a work. Yes.
Yeah, I can't stand him. How is he a Hall of Famer, bro? How?
He got rings.
So that's what we doing?
Yes.
So Robert Horry is a Hall of Famer then, right?
Yeah, I don't know why Charles Barkley is a Hall of Famer. He doesn't have no rings.
I'm not even going to indulge in this.
I
Mase. I'm not even going to indulge in this. Mase, is Draymond a Hall of Famer?
I'm
had enough of this dude already.
No. Keep it simple. No.
Why? You don't put no numbers up? He fails at finals?
Didn't I just
Do you
say
want me
I'm
to
going
put
to
his
keep it
numbers
simple?
up?
Didn't I just say I was going to keep it simple and say no?
Hey, I ain't keeping it simple. It's a work. Let's go. Anyway. Yeah, we need numbers. We need reasons why. His rings don't mean nothing.
Draymond Green gonna love this nigga Darrell, boy. See, that's what I'm talking about, baby. See, he understands. so Darrell. So let me get this right. So Draymond Green and his hot 8 points will give him 7 rebounds because it's 6.9. 7 rebounds and 5 assists a game is Hall of Fame worthy. While shooting 44% for his career. That's Hall of Fame?
Hey, better than Carmelo at this point.
You better shut the heck. Carmelo,
Listen,
I'm sorry
Carmelo,
this man came on here.
Carmelo on the Warriors right now would at least get you 15 to 18.
He had a super team, and what was he doing? I'm waiting.
Who had a super team?
I know what he's doing. I know.
See this man over here fucking. He over here poking the bear. He over here got a little stick just poking the bear to see what happens.
He had a super team. What happened to that?
You shut your ass up.
He's on the super team twice. What happened? I don't know what happened. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is his knees? Does his knees need to be in the Hall of Fame before him? That's all I need to know. Which one?
I can't do this. I can't do this.
We're not going to do Carmelo Anthony slander on this show. Okay? This is not what we do. We are not going to slander that man's name. That man he is a surefire
Jobber?
Hall of Famer. You stop.
Jobber.
You stop. You stop that.
He's good to put on the team and just make your team look good. Just because of the name. That's it.
It's not his fault that the Knicks were so stupid that they listened to him and said trade for me instead of just signing him in the offseason because he was going there anyway. Carmelo wasn't going anywhere else but New York, bro. Everybody knew. That's why it never made sense that the Knicks were like, let's trade our whole team for Carmelo. Like, what are you doing? He's coming there regardless. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is make sure you have the cap room in the offseason. He's coming because he made up his mind he was going to the Knicks. But no, they were stupid. They were stupid. But speaking of people being stupid, sometimes some things people do are very, very dumb, and they enrage one of our good fellas here. And so that causes us to take a trip deep into the mind of a madman each and every week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mase's Madness.
So I've been inspired.
Oh shit, the lights are red.
I had a madness coming into this, but recent events, I've decided to change that on the fly. So here we go. When we talk about this Hall of Fame business, I think we got to change. We got to change this shit up, man, because I don't understand. I think we really need to start getting like people in the Hall of Fame. They need to have like a vote, like maybe not all of them, maybe like the Hall of Famers that are alive still. Maybe they like get like a committee of like 10 to 12. They vote on who should be the people voting on who gets in the Hall of Fame, along with the jackasses that's already voting. You know what I'm saying? Kind of even it out a little bit, because motherfuckers like Devin Hester ain't made it. Shout out to my boy over there. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like Devin Hester ain't making the Hall of Fame when...
Hashtag Hester for the Hall, hoes. Hester for the Hall. That's right. Put my man in the Hall of Fame.
Look at what this man did. How is he not in the Hall of Fame? How is he not a first ballot Hall of Famer? Like, come on, man. This shit is stupid. And then you gotta look at a motherfucker like Phillip Rivers, who's possibly gonna be first ballot. Why though? I mean, you can't tell me why he would be, except you look at his inflated numbers. But yet you probably ask these motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame, they like, Phillip Rivers ain't no Hall of Famer. He shouldn't be in here. But they don't get a vote. It's these other jackasses who probably ain't played football in fucking 40 years who get to vote. I just don't understand why. Because Philip Rivers is going to be he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, I can feel it. You know, sometimes you just feel it in your gut. You don't think you deserve it, but you just know it's going to happen.
Yep.
And then you got Devin Hester around here waiting. I mean, hell, bro. T.O. wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer.
You mean kind of like how LeBron James should have been the first unanimous, or Michael Jordan, one of the two, should have been the first unanimous MVP in NBA history, but somehow it was Steph Curry? You mean like that?
For y'all that don't know what just happened, Darrell over here is trying to troll us, but I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to persevere through this shit. He ain't about to troll me right now. Not during
Rick Fox for the Hall of Fame.
Not during my segment. You ain't about to troll me right
He's
now.
a Laker. He's a Laker.
I don't give a damn.
Why not?
But yeah, but that's the whole point though. They're like people, especially now, like there's gonna be so many quarterbacks from this modern era who are gonna make it into the Hall of Fame just because of a couple 5,000-yard seasons, you know, a 40 touchdown season, you know, things like that were less frequent when you could take motherfuckers' heads off, but now it happens all the time. So now it looks like these dudes are just markedly better than the guys who are in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, it sucks. I mean, that's just football, but basketball is kind of the same way, man. There's got to be some sort of, the guys in the Hall of Fame need to have a voice about who gets in.
I wonder who makes that choice, honestly.
So technically there is. I think there's a veterans committee in all the Hall of Fames. Let me double check, but I know for sure for basketball and baseball, I'm just not 100%.
So do they get like a vote? Do they get like a voting? Because I know it's usually like sports analysts and writers and all this other shits that vote. Like, do they have like a?
In baseball, they don't mess up that much though. When it comes to the Hall of Fame, though, they don't mess up that much.
Word, Barry Bonds still ain't a Hall of Famer.
Well, we all know about that. That's one.
Word, Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Didn't Kurt Schilling barely make it?
Yo, Kurt Schilling deserved to never be in the Hall of Fame for a bevy of reasons. Okay, but if we're just talking about his playing, he is look. I don't like the person that he is. I think he's a horrible human being, right? But Hall of Famer, yeah, because he has postseason resume. But yes, there is a veterans committee for all three sports. So yeah, there is a way in, but I do understand what you mean up front. It shouldn't have to wait till after a guy, you know, doesn't get voted in, and then he's finally veterans committee eligible, like down the line. That should
like Drew. Didn't Drew Pearson? Didn't that happen for him?
Yes, sir. I believe so.
Yeah, like I said, like shit like that, bro. Like they have to have a say earlier on in the process. That's just ridiculous, man. You can't keep dudes out because they probably cussed you out in a press conference one time. Like, come on, man. Like I said,
and you will. You know, they're all working. They're all works.
Nah, damn that, bro. There's no reason a Devin Hester should not already be in the Hall of Fame. There's no reason for it.
He's the greatest return man ever. He literally changed the game of returns to the point to where most teams do not ever kick returners anymore. Everybody wants to get a directional punter specifically because of what Devin Hester did to them. He changed the game. If you change the game at that level, you can't tell me that's not a Hall of Famer. Plain out and simple. You cannot. Hester for the Hall, baby. Hashtag Hester for the Hall. Don't forget that.
Yes, man. We got to do away with some of these writers who hold grudges against niggas. Like I said, bro, how in the holy hell did Barry Bonds not make it?
I could see him putting Donovan McNabb in the Hall of Fame too. I could see him doing it.
That's another thing right there. What has Donovan McNabb done that is Hall of Fame worthy? Like, don't get me wrong. Might have been an Eagle, but I fucked with him.
Do those soup commercials. That's what he did.
So he's a Hall of Fame off the Campbell's Chunky Soup commercials.
And saying his pinky hurts and he can't freaking play. That's the most Hall of Fame he can do.
I'll be damned.
Nah, I just wanted to talk shit about the Eagles. That's all. That's all.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's all.
You just had to get it out there. Couldn't hold it in. See, man, you see what type of shit we got to deal with?
Rick Fox for Hall of Fame.
No. We can't. You can't ever be on any Hall of Fame committee. Man.
I can't with him, bro. Like, and not.
All Hall of Fame committees need to be changed. Devin Hester needs to be in already. Barry Bonds needs to be in already.
Without the NBA, Rick Fox wouldn't be a thing. Just saying.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was another trip into the mind of a madman. That was Mase's madness. We have to keep pushing here and get to this week's UFC card, which will be the big one of the summer this year, being headlined by not just one, but two championship fights. Of course, we have got the co-main events here. We've got Glover Teixeira versus, come on, Darrell, you got to say his name for me now. I'm a butcher it.
What, Glover? No, I can't say that either. Nah. But it's three title fights. It's three title fights.
Oh, yeah, three. I'm sorry, three. It's Yuri, Prochaska.
Yuri Prochaska. I'm not doing it. Nope. Not doing it.
Yuri Prochaska.
Look, the dude that got the crazy haircut, right? We all know who we're talking about, that knocked out Dominic Reyes with that spinning elbow. Him. That's who he's fighting. So we've got them at the top of the card tonight. So we might as well start right there. Darrell, who you got?
I'm not a hater, and I believe in what is right is right. Glover's old. He's like 40-something. Stop. Please, people, stop. He ain't gonna win against this guy. Yuri's a dangerous man. He has power in his hands. You can leg kick him. He's just gonna like bounce out the way, like always, like do a little karate jump back. But other than that man's gonna kill Glover. He's the favorite in this fight. Please don't think Glover's takedown is amazing. Yuri is not Anthony Smith. I don't care if you're an Anthony Smith fan. I really don't care. Anthony Smith chokes on everything. If it's Jones, he failed the bag, getting him disqualified. He wanted to be honorable, so he loses his chances for getting title shots. He has to fight all these jobbers. That's what you got to do. Keep on fighting the competition. Jan, he's a big hater too, because he got choked out and not even a choke. He wanted to tap out. So he won his number one contender off of a broken leg. No, a broken like a tore knee or something off of what's his face. He didn't win that fight. He was getting beat up the whole time. So Jan's a hater, so he's gonna say Glover's gonna win. My decision is Yuri. That's it. I cut it short.
Cut it short.
I was gonna say it's a weird definition of cut it short. Okay, but Mase, who you got?
I gotta go with the young dude here, bro. I gotta go with Prochaska. I don't know if that's how I'm.
You said it better than me. I tell you right now, I was gonna butcher that beginning part so bad.
Hey, that's probably the best we've said it on the show today. Okay,
listen, bro.
Simple.
I keep on saying Prochaska.
Glover looked like he about 52, man. All I'm saying, my man looked like he ready to retire, bro. Didn't he say this was gonna be his last fight, or he might fight in the fall and that be it?
No, he said like he wanted to have like two fights. Like,
okay, so this one and one more.
Yeah, but I look, man, I can't argue against you guys. You know why? because I feel the same way as y'all. Look, man, I've been a Glover Teixeira fan. Okay, my boy, you got your run, but Yuri, that boy is the truth. Okay,
Listen, all I got, only thing Glover got for him is that old man streak. He got like strength in his forearms, that random ass forearm streak. That he could pull a nail out of the wall. He just, he got that old man strength in his forearms and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like old dudes have some strong ass forearms. He probably
the only way he's winning, the only way Glover can win this fight is if he manages to take it down and turn it to a slug on the ground. That's the only advantage he has. But getting Yuri to the ground is a whole big problem because that man hits you like a Mack truck. And so a lot of these dudes that you would think that was their advantage, like a Dominic Reyes, you would have thought when he went in there and tried to fight him, you'd have thought, hey, he's going to go in and try and take him down because he's better ground game than him. What happened? Dominic Reyes got in there and got pieced the fuck up. Okay. And look, and we know Dominic Reyes can take a punch. We've seen it. We've seen that he can take big shots. But guess what? He got pieced up and hit with the most spectacular finish in the history of the UFC with that damn spinning elbow. Because the way that man fell down, it was like, oh, Lord, he dead. But I think that was the easiest pick of the cards. No disrespect, Mr. Teixeira, but we think Yuri is the truth, okay? But we've got Valentina Shevchenko, the truth, baby. Got her going up against Talia Santos. Darrell, who you got?
I might go on Santos. Because...
What's up? You want to bet? What's up? What's up?
Santos is a dangerous person. And this is probably the only one that's close that could actually do it.
Do you want to bet?
Oh my gosh. Why do you want to bet on this one? Why? Because the odds are so intense, like Amanda Nunes?
Do you want to bet? Yes or no?
I said I'm betting on the next card, not betting on this card. You know what the next card is. July 2nd. We'll bet on that card 100%. I put
Who's fighting July 2nd?
Israel Cannonier, Max Volkanox. Yep. That's the card. That's the card. I'll put all the marbles in that one.
He ain't betting no shit then. That's just both talk, bro. I don't.
No. Nah. You jobbing right now. You're Natalia. I am really working. I'm putting this piece in. That's what I'm doing.
You, sir, are not going to bet. It's going to come to the next card. And you're going to be like, it'll be the next card. So whatever, nigga. I don't want to hear it. All I hear is excuses. And excuses are like assholes. Everybody got one and they're usually pretty stinky. So whatever. Okay. Mase, who you got here? Shevchenko or Santos?
I got Shevchenko.
Of course.
Of course. What you mean? This shit
Of
whooping
course.
people's ass, bro. This is like one-sidedly ass whooping, giving everybody ass whoopings, bro.
None of y'all did y'all research. This is what y'all didn't do. This is what y'all did with the Amanda Nunes. Let me pick Amanda Nunes. She gonna beat Juliana. Both of y'all did that same shit. And what happened? Y'all look like crazy fools. I'm gonna make y'all look fools again. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm sticking to my thing. Sticking to it.
Then bet me. Bet me then. You so confident, then bet me. I'm
your
right
get back.
here, B. Don't run from the Lord. I'm right here.
You want your get back, and I ain't giving it to you till the next fight. So that's what.
Yeah, because he knows what he's saying is bullshit, Mace. Because if he actually believed it, he'd be willing to make the bet. It's
I will screenshot my
yakety yak. All I hear is bullshit coming out your mouth. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, plain out and simple bullshit. Think y'all know where I'm going. Valentina Shevchenko. She is the truth. I do not see her losing this fight. Yes, Santos is a real threat, but this ain't the first real threat that Shevchenko done fought. So
she didn't have any.
We know what time it is.
They were just hyping him up.
Word.
If you think J-Check was a threat, shame on you.
So wait. So Joanna was never a threat at all.
Not the Valentina, not in that weight class. No.
Interesting. But I do remember you hyping the hell out of Andrade, though, before she got her head lumped in again by Shevchenko.
I want you to go back in the tapes and find that because you're not.
We can go back. We can go back in those tapes. Oh, yes, sir, we can. We can do that. But I'm telling you right now, you was over there hyping up Andrade, so I don't even want to hear it.
I never hyped up Andrade at all. Never. Never. That doesn't even sound right. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay. All right, DJ. All right.
Well, I'm gonna look it up. It's not gonna be there. Gonna have like a Back to the Future moment.
Sorry, an ad started playing in my ears and it threw me off. But moving forward here, we have got Zhang Weili versus Joanna, the non-threat young J-Check, according to Darrell here. So, Darrell, who you got? Since Joanna's not a threat, then
she got lumped up by Weili the last time. What do you think? I think Joanna's gonna come back after having a long break and everything, and think she's gonna beat Weili that has been active. Here we go. You want Connor logic or you want real logic? Which one you want?
I don't know. You believe in all that Connor hype train all the time, so I don't know which one you really believe in.
Connor logic is let me be away from the sport, come back and think I could whoop someone's ass.
Hey, you was the one that said he was gonna do it. On this show, on ITC Sportsball, you was the one that told me and Mase we was wrong. But it's funny how you always forget those that you said you was wrong, though, right? You forget about those. Those don't count, right?
All I'm gonna say is this: it's 3 rounds, it's not 5. I feel Weili needs to win, and that's who I'm gonna pick. I don't want J-Check to have an easy ass way to getting back to the title again. I want her to suffer. That's all. There's my bias. Let's go, Mase. Who you picking?
Why he's so mad at you? I'm trying to figure out why he's so mad at you.
What did Joanna do to you, bro?
What did you do?
Did you lose some money at one point and you still just angry about that?
Oh, is I won this fight.
Hey, you know what? You know what it is? You know what it is? He must have dated some Polish girl that looked like her, and now he like, fuck Joanna. Fuck her.
But you know what? I do have to go with Weili right here. Simply because the layoff that Joanna's had, it's not often that fighters come back from layoffs they come back with a new desire, but do they usually come back with new tools in the toolbox? Because I think it's going to take something, especially in a 3-round fight. Joanna, she has more. I think she has more 5-round fights in the UFC than she does 3-round fights, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a new feeling for her. She's probably going to be pressing a little bit harder, and I think that might be to her detriment to fight in a 3-round fight as her first off of a layoff. So, I can see this being a split decision. I don't think there's going to be. I think it'll be a close fight. Because I'm not just going to discredit Joanna like she's not a dog out there, but I think it might get to her a little bit, and she may press and lose off of like little mistakes.
I seen them sparring sessions; they don't look promising. That's all I'm saying.
So I'm gonna have to go Weili here. The thing about Joanna in this happens to some fighters, right, that have so much success early in their careers, right, where they're this real terror, where they're basically running through everybody. Ever since she lost to Rose, it doesn't really seem like these other chicks are scared of her anymore, right? Before all the Rose fight, right, it seemed like there was always an era of intimidation with her, to where the other chicks, they were already walking into the cage defeated because they knew that Joanna was this animal, this monster that was just going to tear them apart limb by limb, right? Rose changed all of that, and I don't see to where her fighting style has recovered and made adjustments to where I can have confidence that she's going to come back and now beat Wei Li here, especially when Wei Li has already beaten her once and knows what she has to do in order to beat her. An extreme advantage Wei Li has here is on the ground. Joanna is not a ground fighter. Wei Li can easily drag her down to the mat and keep her down there for like a round and a half and really take control of the fight. Unfortunately, Joanna, I think she's going to need to continue to develop her game more to then being able to set up those big strikes that she wants to throw, because at this point, people have realized she has a couple of holes in her game, and if you can take advantage of them, you can get a win. So I'm going to have to go Wei Li here, as unfortunate as it is for me to say that, considering I am a big Joanna fan. But yeah, I don't see her being able to capitalize on this opportunity tonight. I just don't see it happening. Especially, I mean, maybe if she hadn't had the big layoff, I could pick her. But with that big layoff, it's put me in a situation to where it's like I can't confidently say that Joanna is going to come in here and perform at the level that she needs to beat an opponent that is good as Wei Li is, right? Now, beyond that, there are two other fights on the main card. We've got some people that aren't as big of known names, but some people that are trying to come up. So we've got Andre Filaho versus Jake Matthews. Darrell, who you got?
You said Drake Matthews? Hold on.
Jake Matthews.
Jake Matthews.
Yes, Jake Matthews. I'm sorry.
I'm picking Matthews for that fight. Honestly, I seen the other guy fight. He's like more like a tank, but I think Matthews can. I don't know, because he did lose to Sean Brady. I think I pick Andre. Let me pick Andre. I pick Andre because he's on a win. He's coming off a win. I'm not gonna pick Jake Matthews. That was bad. The Sean Brady fight was kind of bad. So yeah.
Mase, who you got?
I got Andre, first round knockout. He taking this man out early.
As much as I do not think that Andre Filaho is actually a excellent fighter, he has been in relatively good form. He's won 5 out of his last 6 fights, and the one he lost was a relatively close fight to Michael Pereira. So I'm not going to knock him too hard on that. So I think I'm going to have to go with him. Jake Matthews is yet to do anything in the cage that impresses me. I know some people may buck back at me, say he beat Diego Sanchez, but look at the Diego Sanchez that he beat. You know what I mean? Like,
this is the dream. Diego the dream. He didn't beat Diego Nightmare Sanchez. That motherfucker there was a dog. Diego the Dream Sanchez, you know, hey, he just collecting checks.
Yes. So I can't have faith in someone that in their last 3 fights hasn't impressed me. So I'm going to have to go with Andre Filaho there. Now, excuse me. The last fight on the main card is a welterweight fight with Jack de la Maddalena and Ramazan Emeev. Okay. Darrell, who you got?
I go with Jack. That's who I'm gonna go with. I have no info on that one. I don't recall watching that ever their fights. I don't recall. I'll be staying on the prelims enough.
Mase, who you got?
It looks like this guy's like, is this his first fight in the UFC? Or first main card fight?
Jack de la Maddalena. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is his first main card fight. Yes.
You know what here, man? You know what? He might be running off the high of that first main card fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about either one of these dudes.
Well, their last fights, literally with Jack, is like the last fight. It was like January 22nd of this year, and the other guy is like October 16th of last year. So like long layoffs.
Well, you got Mase. He's a lot older fighter, so he needs that longer break. I'm going with the young guy in this one.
25 versus 35.
I agree with you guys on the pick, but let's just not forget this. Y'all better look at where Mr. Amiv is from. That boy is hungry for them checks right now. Okay. All right. Where he from, them dollars is way down right now. Okay. They're way down.
My man needs a victory. He needs a victory bad.
My man said, I need all of this. He out here fighting for his life, bro.
My man needs a victory bad. Like I said, that could, little do we know, this man out here just, he said he'll run through a brick wall for this dub right now. My man don't care. Little do we know that could be the case.
He need all his leafy green.
I'm going with Jack here. Jack. I'm going with Jack because he's a young guy.
My man said Jack.
Jack. Okay.
Oh no! Oh goodness gracious!
I'm sorry, bro. If you win this fight, I promise you, I'll get your name right from this point on.
And speaking of crazy stories that you see and crazy things that you hear each and every week, we bring you, ladies and gentlemen, Darrell's top stories of the week.
Here we go. I wouldn't say it's the top story, but I gotta address this now. The wrestling is coming. It's really burning me up inside.
Look, for y'all that don't know, for y'all that are not watching us on YouTube, thank you for all of you that are. But for those that are you on Spotify, Google, and all that, he's literally doing like the Italian food sign where he's like, "Oh, it's delicioso." He's doing that as he's talking, so you know he's serious.
I'm really getting burned up about wrestling. We treating wrestling right now as secondary options. We're not calling wrestlers. We're calling them superstars. We're doing all this stuff, all same stuff, you know. But at the same time, I gotta clap back at for AEW. You had a moment 2 years ago, changed the wrestling industry. Now you got this whole thing changed up. When in 2 years you have turned from being like a indie supporter and getting all these wrestlers to come in and show their talents and making it interesting for everybody. Now you got it looking like we're a bunch of WWE firings for the last COVID situation. So everybody that got released is over there. Now I can't blame New Japan for this. New Japan is doing some promotion. They need to promote everywhere to get people to watch it. I understand that. But at the same damn time, there should be no reason why New Japan wrestlers should get a better pop than half your roster. That's all I need to know. Like, we have Will Ospreay this week jumping in on AEW television. Probably like the first time in any type of thing. Like, that was very interesting. Everybody loved it. No one cared about anybody else on that card. They removed MGF from everything because of his little good old speech pipe bomb. If you want to call it a shoot, work, job. I don't know what you want to call it. The Sasha treatment. That's what we're going to call it. The Sasha treatment. Sasha and Naomi treatment. That's what it is. They're both companies are doing the same damn thing. Remove merchandise, remove it all. I don't care. Whatever they doing, I hope it works out for them. But anyway.
Can you just say for me real quick? I just need you to say one key phrase real fast. Dro, you were right. That's all I want you to say. Because I told you and Terrell this, y'all tried to argue me down last year and tell me, no, I don't know. No, they're still doing this. They're still doing it. And now look who was right when I said it was WCW 97, 98. Can you just say it? Just one time for me.
I'm not agreeing with you at all ever in life.
Don't fall. Hey, don't fall for the trap right here, bro. You don't do it.
The only trap I'm dealing with is watching AEW every single week and expecting new things to happen. None. So like now, I like how Christian. You know how you start up you know what? Let's do a match that we all were famous for. And I'm thinking like, hey, you're gonna have a TLC match in AEW, right? No, it's just a ladder match. I'll get the hell out of here. Come on. Oh, a ladder match? Oh boy. Got my hype up. He's not even wrestling. He's like being a manager. What you win? He's worse than Edge right now. Nope.
I'm still waiting. I'm waiting to hear it. I'm waiting.
Hey, you can wait until your ears blow out. That's what you can do. Oh man. Yeah, like seriously, like I'm getting upset about this. And the fact of the matter, everything's like spoiled nowadays. I like it back. I don't know. I like it back like in the good old days, like when you didn't have dirt sheets every freaking week telling you what was going to happen the next freaking week. Like it kills the surprise. Like the internet ruined wrestling. Let's say that the internet has officially ruined wrestling, and I can't deal with it anymore. I can't. You got like 5 different podcasts ranting about the same damn shit that you knew was going to happen the day before. Like now, all I'm going to say is this. This is the last of it. WWE. I appreciate that Roman had beat Brock Lesnar for that title and took his schedule. Stop making it highly known that that Roman is not there. Thank you. And we all know Riddle's going to get smashed the next week by Roman Reigns. Thank you. Because he ain't losing them belts anytime soon. You ain't going to change the script. Wrestling was my hero. Now it's my little rival of villainy right now. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand wrestling. Like you got it makes it even worse that Paige is lifting weights to do wrestling when you don't need to lift weights. Like Paige Van Zandt wrestling. Like she took the whole Ronda route. Like she couldn't win.
But can't she wrestle better than Ronda already?
No. Sadly. They're like a step stool behind each other. That's what they are. So bad.
I will say this, and it's no disrespect to Ronda Rousey or Paige Van Zandt for their accomplishments they have as MMA fighters, right? But good Lord, wrestling, a good wrestler, you have to be more like a good dancer in a lot of ways. You have to be able to move rhythmically with someone else and make it look good, right? They do not know how to do that. That is a different skill set. That means you have to have that's dancing rhythm type of stuff. That's not, I just have athleticism. So
I mean, we know that comes from them just having a name and being thrown out there before they're ready. Because I mean, you look at wrestlers coming through, they do so much of the groundwork, so much of the dirty work before they even get noticed. But yeah,
and Darrell, how about your girl
and Paige? They get the fucking spotlight off the rip just because of who they are when they come in.
And how about your girl Britt Baker?
DMD. No. The fact that her and Adam Cole both won just because they are a couple for that Owen Hart bullshit, just to carry around a pink belt all day and saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing." Their promos are trash. Tony makes them promos good. That's all I'm going to say right now. Without Tony, her Britt Baker gimmick, makes me like throw up every single time.
Mase, we should buy him a Britt Baker shirt.
Oh my gosh. Like I said before, Britt Baker is not a good wrestler unless she has a team around her helping her win her battles. It's a brutal shot to watch her in a singles match by herself.
Sounds a lot like Ronda Rousey.
Well, Ronda Rousey's on a SmackDown brand when there's no freaking superstars that are good. All of them are injured or out or have a good name.
Honestly, they would have been smarter to play the Ronda Rousey game kind of like how they did Roman, in the sense that let her get a title like up front, right? But then her matches after that, she's losing and losing and losing for a while because the people aren't accepting it. Like, you remember, Darrell, when there was a point when WWE was trying to shove Roman down everyone's throat, right? They were like, this is our next guy. This is our guy. Then WrestleMania came and they hit everybody with the swerve. So you need to do things like that with Ronda to make her, I guess you could say, more sympathetic in the crowd and the audience's mind, because at this point, you haven't done any storytelling with her. You haven't built up her character. You're just basically saying, ooh, she's rowdy Ronda Rousey. She's coming down. She's going to rough you up, baby. Ooh, yeah. You know, it's like, come on, bro. Like,
she going to fucking rough you up.
This is what happens when you can't make your mind up making her a heel or a face. So you just say, hey, let's make her a face. And then everybody's not accepting it. Let's make her a heel. We still don't like her. So it doesn't matter. Like, she already gave enough bad press and kayfabe and everything else. Like, we only know why she has the belt because of her contract. She's Ronda Rousey. They want to make her big. It's not because she had any good talent. Like, she walked away from MMA and she's the joke of MMA since Holly Holm kicked her to oblivion and Amanda Nunes punched her to dizziness. So
Amanda left her sitting looking in the cage like a little girl that had dropped her sucker in the grass and was upset. Oh, my sucker! Oh no!
Hey, that right there is when she knew she needed a career change.
The toughest look for Ronda Rousey since all that stuff was when she was in Fast and the Furious. That's it.
And even then, she no matter what she does on TV, she has the same character.
Yep.
Hey, how stupid do you gotta feel if you Gina Carano at this point? You went from you were like the original motherfucker that they were trying to build up in women's MMA, right? You were the first one. You managed to transition to the acting. You have a good acting career. Disney's gonna give you your own show, but you can't shut the fuck up. Now you got nothing. You couldn't just keep your opinions offline. You had to share them with the world, didn't you? And you thought it was just all good because this is my First Amendment.
Sounds like an Amber Heard similarity.
That's another one. Congratulations, you played yourself. Okay. I hope everybody did learn. Don't be boo-booing in people's bands, bro. That's not cool. Okay. Don't be doing that. All right. It's not cool. Not cool. Plain out and simple. Not. Okay.
You know what's actually shocking though? Shayna Baszler did come from MMA. And she is a better wrestler than Ronda Rousey and Paige Van Zandt. It's pretty sad. And she came up the NXT route though.
But that's what I was gonna say. She came up through NXT when they were very, very serious about developing all of their wrestlers, developing any talent that they brought in a very serious way and making you into a wrestler, right? That she came in at a different time. So I think it's it's to her advantage for sure, right? Because she, like you said, you were 100% correct. She is a better wrestler than Ronda Rousey or Paige Van Zandt, or hell, even Britt Baker. She's a better wrestler than her too, right? She's a better wrestler than all of them because she had to focus on making her craft better before she got any limelight. Like the disadvantage for Shayna Baszler, right, in that whole situation, what's the key difference between those three women? One very, very fundamental thing: physical appearance. Shayna Baszler is not a commonly attractive woman. Ronda Rousey, Britt Baker, they're more along those lines for you, right? Paige Van Zandt, they're all along those more what's commonly accepted as attractive. So Shayna Baszler had to focus on her craft because if she was ever going to get accepted in that world, she had to be a real wrestler. The other ones, they got other shit to fall back on. Ronda Rousey, she can, if this wrestling stuff fails right, she can go into acting. Somebody will give her money to be a tough someone in their movie, right? Paige Van Zandt, somebody will pay her to be the tough woman in this action movie. Gina Carano, because she couldn't shut the fuck up, is going to be doing Steven Seagal movies for the rest of her life. So congratulations on that.
I did not see that one coming. Oh shit, that's horrible.
But we got to keep it moving here. And the NBA Finals will be picking back up while we're off, and we may come back to the series being over. So I have to ask, gentlemen, how do you feel these next two games in Game 5 and 6 are going? And for everybody's information, Game 5 and 6 are, we have Game 5 will be Monday, Game 6 will be Thursday. Okay, so how do you feel this is going?
Golden State win at home Monday. If they want,
it is, yeah. Game 5 is in Golden State. Game 6 is at Boston. Game 7 at Golden State.
Golden State needs to win at home or it's over. That's how I feel. But I said Game 7. They want to win it at home. They probably might stretch it out. They need to all this good press for ABC for the playoffs. You know how that works, like stretching games for more money. So
actually, the NBA, this is a year where you could realistically say they actually don't need it. Their ratings are actually up all playoffs long and through the conference finals, and now this NBA Finals, their ratings have been up from the past couple of years.
So okay, no more stretching. I guess they can cut it short.
Hey, you better stop. They're gonna sit there. Hey, they're gonna send the right referee combination out there. You keep messing around, keep on. You know how the NBA does. All of a sudden,
I seen it. I seen it last night when the ref wasn't. They Celtics wanted to call that that little push when Curry went up for that little layup. They were like,
they tried to get for the little hand, for the little hand.
Yeah. The Celtics were definitely mad at that one. They were angry.
Hey, look, I will never forget the name Steve Javie, because anytime I heard that the NBA was sending his ass to a game, I knew fouls was getting called hard right away. You moving your feet, bumping into a nigga, foul right away. Like so you better stop. The NBA gonna send the right combination. So stop that, okay? We've had a pretty entertaining series. We don't need none of that, okay, Darrell? You stop that talk, all right? But, okay, so I'm sorry. I did interrupt you. So you say you feel Golden State needs this game. So I agree with you, but I have to ask, are they going to win it? So Game 5, who you got, Darrell?
Home motivation, Golden State. That's what I got. Because it was kind of rough over in Boston last night. That was kind of rough because that crowd was either super happy on some dumb shit. Every miss, they were just screaming everything. And then as soon as that little change in the weather came up when Curry was shooting them shots, they were already walking out the building. They were walking out.
Hey, And why we talk about this, about the whole Boston situation. Klay Thompson, if you don't shut the hell up with all that soft mess you was talking about, the fans was being rude. Nigga, no, it is Boston, fool. It's the NBA Finals. What
they wake up angry?
Exactly. They wake up every day, every 365 days a year. Rain, sleet, snow, sunny days, cold days, windy days, whatever. It doesn't matter. They choose violence every day. Okay? Every single day. So what, Clay, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, they was being rude to it. Listen, at least they wasn't talking greasy about the kids like they do LeBron. So stop all your crying. Okay? Niggas be out here talking about LeBron and Westbrook's children, bro. Like, at least you ain't getting that, Clay. Okay? They like you enough to at least not talk about your kids. Okay? So chill out, bro. Stop all that crying. You in the fucking finals. Stop that. Because it's just funny. Because just a couple years ago when they was in the finals, he was like, oh, I don't care what all the trash talking is. It doesn't bother me. Oh,
Hey, Boston got
like you in your feelings.
Yeah, they got that kind of trash talk that'll get you in your feelings. Make you want to fight somebody, bro. That's what it is. Clay is like, I really want to fight these motherfuckers, but I fucking can't. That's what it is.
Oh, man. Goodness gracious. But yeah, Mase, who you got here, game 5? Because I know I know you picked Boston. So my question is, are you still confident in Boston in 6? So are you going to pick Boston here to win game 5?
Yeah, I still am. Like I said earlier, it's just more things have to go right for Golden State to win than it does Boston. And you can't just count on that. Like I said, Curry has to go from 40 to 50 a night just to keep them boys in it. So yeah, I still got Boston here. I think Boston in 6 still. I'm still sticking with that.
The only thing I'm changing is I think it's going 7. I'm taking Golden State. So Darrell, who you got? Game 6.
I hope this is wishful thinking, but I want the dagger. I need Golden State to win that game too. But I know it's going to go to hell, so it might be 3-3. So 7 going to Golden State, because usually that's what they do. They like to win it at home. It's a constant, consistent thing at this point. Every time they up there, they want to win it at home. So I want them to win both games, honestly. I don't like how this is going. I do not like Tatum. I do not. I don't like how they gassing him up. That man had the most saddest face walking in the back after losing last night. That man just bounced the ball high in the sky. You know how walking with the ball like, oh, time's over. Didn't do my job. But they need to. I hope the floor is extra slippery when Steph breaks their ankles and they want to fall to death. Like, seriously, I know y'all seen it in them games. They were just falling for no damn reason, just falling. Like, I swear I never seen a double team so strong on Steph so the one guy falls. I never seen. Oh my goodness, yo.
I ain't even going there, bro. I'm not even gonna do that. Not Mase, game 6, who you got?
Like I said, Boston. I gotta stay with what if the fans are getting to the Golden State players where they are, if they go back to Boston with a chance to close out the game, them fans gonna unleash hell on Golden State. And if they want to sit here and cry about the fans already, give Boston they've given Boston the ammo to just talk shit about them from tip to the end of the game. So if they mess around and go to Boston down 3-2, I think them boys is going to take a mental ass whooping for 48 minutes.
I am going to pick Boston. I think it is going 7 at this point. So good luck, and we'll be back to tell you who we picked in game 7 next week. because that Game 7 would end up being on the Sunday that the show would release on. So we'll be back with you then. But there is one thing I have to cover before we leave here, and it is to all my fellow Black people, we must now retire words such as bussin', mid, no cap. Okay. when Elon Musk is out here putting out memes that say these things, Black people, we must retire them. So this is the RIP to On God, bussin', mid, and no cap.
On God,
y'all served us well.
We gotta go. On God.
Oh, y'all think? Okay, all right. See,
no, I saw the meme, bro. I saw the meme. I know what you're talking about, but damn,
we all of it is gotta go. We can't use it no more. If Elon Musk is using it no more, it's not cool. Listen, time out. I know people want to think he's cool now, but Elon Musk was getting beat up by people in high school. So let's stop acting like people liked him or like we actually like dudes like him. We don't really like people like him. He's a weirdo with money. That's all he is. So if this dude, if it didn't got to this point where he feel comfortable using memes that got that in there, it's done. We got to move forward, people. Black people, so retire it. Please let me know at the next Black people meeting what the new words are going to be. I'm not good at creating these things, but I am good at using them once they are created. So please let me know at the next meeting. I told you it's retired. All right, there. It's retired. That's it. It's retired. It's done.
Remember, people, on God, no cap, bussin', and what was the other one?
And mid. It's done.
Mid.
It's done.
Dunzo.
It's done. Black people.
On God, he's bussin'. With
Just
no
retire.
cap.
Just, we got to come up with some new shit, Black people. I'm sorry. It's dead now. It's dead. It's completely
Joe
dead.
actually likes One Piece now, guys.
I can't even deny it. It has gotten way better. It has gotten better.
No cap.
That's for another day.
No
Shut
cap.
up, Darrell. Shut up, Darrell. We told you that's retired. No more.
Okay, so
No
say
mas.
on God, you just say God.
God.
I fucking hate y'all.
So now you want me to sound like a preacher? Just be like, God. I can't do it. I can't do that.
After you say it, you gotta wipe your forehead with a handkerchief after.
Oh, hold on. See, I ain't got a handkerchief, but I got my do-rag right here. So, in the Lord, He will bless you every day. Can I get an amen?
On God.
Darrell, tell the people where to find you.
Low Elo Janner on Twitch, Twitter.
Low Elo.
I hope y'all know how to spell that, like Mase.
Look, if they can't phonetically spell it out themselves, they some dummies. Okay, I'm gonna look. If you having trouble spelling Low Elo, I got some hooked on finance classes for your ass too. Okay, so that's for another day. Actually, I'm gonna give them that crash course, Mase. That's that new age. Give them that crash course so they can learn how to read.
But you already know where you can find me at. Funky_Steph09 at Twitter, Nindaime Sama Instagram, and Twitch, twitch.tv/SwaggyMase. You know, one of these days I might consolidate all my names into something or another, but till then, that's what you got. Good luck.
At least he's just like Low Elo janitor for the most part. Low Elo.
You just say I was thinking about consolidating my names. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I mean, especially maybe the Indaime Sama, bro. Who the hell is
Indaime Sama? Get it right, nigga. The second Hokage is a goon.
Look,
it's right.
Who in the hell is gonna search that and find it? Nobody. Okay, makes no sense. You're crazy.
Hey It is what it is.
Need to have it simple, like I got it. At J Spanderman everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all that good stuff. Maybe one of these days I'll make a TikTok. Maybe one of these days I'll do that. Make one of those TikToks and entertain some of you a little bit.
Well, I give you the best easy TikTok. You know that song I gave you? Just run in a circle. Just have play in the background, run in a circle.
Bruh, I am not doing a TikTok for a song that disrespects my man's Mase, dog. I ain't gonna do that. All right. I'm like DMX with Mase. That's my man's in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we're not doing that. Okay.
On God.
I will spit out my drink, man.
We can't let that word go. Come on, we can't. It's too funny.
Elon Musk is using it, bro. It's dead. It's dead, bro. It's dead. If Elon Musk is using it, it's dead.
Hey, if I can use it 5 times in the show, that means it shouldn't die. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's not what that means. Oh, okay. Oh, so you want him to just start saying it on all the local news channels, right? That's when it's gonna be dead for you. You don't realize that now that Elon Musk has said it, they're all gonna say it. It's done.
It'd be like one of the news specials, like Donald Trump has done this on God.
Look,
like, on God, Donald is out here telling the truth.
You keep on messing around. You're gonna hear Donald Trump talking about, yeah, the Democrats are just mad because they mid. Keep on.
That party is mid.
Keep on.
I wonder what Ebonics News would be. Ebonics News. Imagine that. Ebonics News. Oh my goodness, that'd be comical. I think people will watch the news.
Gas prices mid. Grocery prices mid. Me, I'm bussing. My policies bussing.
Hey, Mase.
See?
So,
that's
Mase, what's the weather?
On the way to?
What's the weather, Mase? What's the weather, Mase? What's the weather? You gotta tell me what the weather sound like.
Get out of here, bro. We done. Stick a fork in those words. They're done.
They're done. Retire them from your vernacular. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that, of course, was another episode of your favorite weekly sports show, ITC
Sportsball.
On God.
Make me want to delete the whole goddamn show for that.